CSUN students may continue to complain throughout the semester about the parking situation. Why do you think Clinton lost? She was obviously highly favored in the election. What happened? Donating to charity is a way to give back to the less fortunate. In 2015, the Washington Post documented close to 1,000 fatal shootings by police. Do they receive a full scholarship, or should they receive a full scholarship? Art is a great way for people to get to know the history of the country they live in. In Pasadena, Kiesha Phillips, Valley View News. Parking permit prices for Cal State Northridge students are on the rise as school is already underway for the fall 2016 semester. A $9 increase for this semester's parking permits has been implemented.
Honestly, I don't like it.
And an increase on daily parking passes.
Parking's still packed, so it really didn't make a difference, but make more people lose more money.
According to CSUN's Vice President of Administration and Finance, this is an attempt for students to transition to public transportation. The money will go towards extending bus schedules for students with night classes. CSUN students may continue to complain throughout the semester about the parking situation until improvements are made to benefit them.
If they are charging extra money, they should do something about it, like make another parking structure over here or something.
It's just important for us to just keep that money in our pocket.
Kiesha Phillips in Northridge, Valley View News. A nonprofit charitable event organized by volunteers holds a carnival every year for its local residents.
Well, I came out to support the church and, it was a community get-together.
A carnival is typically a public celebration combining elements such as great food, fun rides,
and the beer.
And this event even has a bar area. The carnival serves as a way to renew society and improve the world for all. Many people volunteer to help make the difference.
So this is just an opportunity for all the kids to get together and the community to just feel more together. And as parents, we have to volunteer a certain number of hours, so the kids get to enjoy it and the parents get to know each other.
Scary rides, they're really fun, especially the kamikaze.
And the great music comes from K-Earth 101. Kiesha Phillips, Valley View News. Today I'm joined by CSUN baseball player and starting pitcher Connor O'Neill and kinesiology professor and an expert in sports psychology, Dr. Jacob Jensen. Thank you for being here. Should college athletes be paid?
Well, my take on it as an athlete might not be too popular with other athletes. I don't think we should have an actual income.
Do they receive a full scholarship, or should they receive a full scholarship?
I do think we should receive a full scholarship because we don't have time, if we're not, receiving a full scholarship, we don't have time to go make that money and pay for whatever we're not getting compensated for.
Because I think players are feeling like they're getting taken advantage of. Right. They're recruited, given a scholarship, and then suddenly their name's being plastered all over and used, and they're feeling like, hey, I should be getting something.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying I understand their perspective.
Right.
And it should still be discussed. I just don't know if there's any easy way to do that.
I could go either way on that one.
Right. Well, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much.
What happened?
Donald Trump was not a particularly good candidate. He wasn't supported by the party establishment. He basically won the primary in a hostile takeover. And then he ran a fairly clumsy campaign. So why it's surprising is that how a candidate of that sort of low quality actually won. And the election results look like it was about race and education. The white vote came out very strongly for Donald Trump, in particular lower education white men, lower education women, and even college-educated men supported Donald Trump. The only white group that supported Hillary Clinton in any margin was white women with a college education. And it wasn't enough to sort of overcome the huge deficits among white men with lower education and white women with lower education. And the minority vote came out very heavily for Clinton, but it wasn't enough to overcome the 70% of the electorate that happens to be white.
What do you think led to this?
Well, I mean, I think the results say that this is about race and education. So primarily it's about race. If it's about race and education, that's not terribly unusual. So most American elections are, in fact, about race. It's just that the Democrats have had the larger numbers on their side in that question in the past years. The reason it's surprising is that the polls were wrong, and so that's actually a big deal. That usually poll takers ask how people are going to vote. They try to get a random sample and a good estimate. They have lots of ways to try to make that more accurate, and they've been actually very accurate over the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years or so, but they were wrong this time.
Professor Martin Seiss, a political science professor here at CSUN. Back to you in the studio.